Welcome to this week's episode of The Second Scoop. I'm Chris Cheng, here to bring you some humor, insight, and commentary into this week's big gun news. The big story of the week is out of Ferguson, Missouri. Jay Nixon, who is the governor of Missouri, has declared a state of emergency in preparation for the grand jury decision in the Michael Brown case. As I reported last week, there are a lot of residents who have been currently purchasing firearms in preparations for any riots that may break out. The National Guard is being called in as a backup to local law enforcement, and as I mentioned last week as well, this reminded me of the LA riots, and so bringing in the National Guard as a precautionary measure seems like a good idea, but of course, hopefully, regardless of what the decision is in Ferguson, that peace and calm will prevail. Now, there's a lot of news out here in California, and so last week there was a big decision in a court case called Peruta v. San Diego, where basically the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals denied the California state's motion to intervene on a concealed carry decision. The implications of this decision is that Californians across the state may see a relaxing of concealed carry permit requirements, and so hopefully we'll see more Californians regaining their Second Amendment rights. Now, I've always thought that it's interesting that I'm licensed to carry a concealed weapon in 35 states, yet the state that I live in, California, for some reason doesn't trust me to carry a concealed weapon. Well, hopefully that will change, and when I get my concealed carry permit here in San Francisco, I'll be sure to let you know. More big news out of California. 4 gun shops were recently cited for violating state statute, saying that they're not allowed to display any handguns or anything that looks like a handgun on the outside of their stores. And remember that these are gun shops, and this is an antiquated law from 1923 that basically says they can't show pictures of handguns outside of the gun shop. So instead of complying with the state's order to take these signs down, they are taking the state to court. The plaintiffs are arguing that their First Amendment rights have been violated. So in this story's Good Gal with a Gun, we go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where a 36-year-old woman was approached by a man on the street in an attempted robbery. When the man pulled a gun on her, she pulled her own gun as a licensed concealed carry holder. Shots were exchanged, and thankfully no one was hurt, but the robber fled. And at the time of reporting, the robber has not been found, but good on the 36-year-old woman who was able to protect herself with her gun. Finally, this week's YouTube video of the week goes to FPS Russia. Now, if you haven't heard of FPS Russia, he is the OG of YouTube videos, or at least I would consider one of the OGs. And he is America's favorite Russian who blows up stuff with a holding precision AR-15 style rifle, and it's basically just a non-stop menagerie of things blowing up and FPS Russia having a ton of fun. I've shot holding precision firearms, and they are fantastic. I shoot them in 3-gun and also in other action shooting sports, and it's a fantastic gun that he's shooting in the video here. And I'm excited to get my holding precision rifle exactly like the one in the video, so I'll be putting up a review video in weeks to come. And with that, that's the news for this week on The Second Scoop. I'm Chris Cheng, and thanks for watching.